Hi, I'm Vicky and I teach A-level textile design at HNC, and I'm just going to talk you through a general lesson that you would find in textile design. So you're here for 2 years and I talk you through all these skills, starting with skill building workshops in year 12 up to working on personal investigations in year 13. We do lots of enrichment within the course, and in year 13 we do a residential trip to Venice for 4 days as well. We look at fashion designers and textile artists throughout the course to influence our assessment objective 1, and from that the students take techniques forward. We've talked a lot about employability skills and optics within our textile design and setting the students up for their next steps after they leave here. Currently at the moment, the year 12 students are now year 13, so we're looking at something called their personal investigation. So the students are exploring lots of different techniques to take them through their journey of year 13. And these on the board are some of the words that we've been looking at to influence their journey through that time. So over the last 4 weeks we've been looking at some different types of techniques that the students might be able to do that will influence their projects going forward. So we've looked at bubble printing, paint dragging, pleating, fabric manipulation, and today we're just looking at paint dragging and marbling. So I've been teaching those techniques over the last few days. Now I'm going to show you some techniques that I've been doing with the students this week, and I'm going to talk you through some sketchbooks with some students as well of how they're going to present that journey in their sketchbooks going forward. So Aliana, we've been looking at your sketchbook. This one was looking at our bubble printing that we were doing. So what made you make those decisions as to how you've presented it?
So with the elements of the bigger ones, they're inspired by the feathers. That's why I've put the photos, the primary photos here, and the composition of the bigger ones there, because they're the most important ones that I did. And the smaller aspects is just like little elements that I've looked into them to show the amount of detail that comes from it.
Yeah, I like that. And then this one's really nice, and can tell that you've taken this fashion illustration direct from here. So if we ask Jess then, so Jess, when we're looking at our sketchbook, so you've got some really nice photographs in there. Why do we use primary photos? What's the importance of them?
To get inspiration of like colour, pattern, form, tone, texture, and like all the lines and stuff.
Yeah, so what are you doing now then with the colour ones?
Well, I've took the inspiration of colour from these primary photos of the crayons, and I've created like the patterns and the lines from here, which is on here with my pen after going in with all the colour afterwards.
Nice, and that's what you're doing as well, aren't you, Bella, there?
Yeah, adding more detail into the shapes and lines.
Yeah. And then Lily, you're working on same one as what we've just spoke about with Aliana as well. So you looking at this to inspire these pieces here. So then went on, didn't we, and had a look at pleating. So what did we photograph for us pleating, Aliana?
So what we did with this, we took photos like mushrooms on the inside of mushrooms and looked how it would inspire pleats and like how it would form, and then looked at obviously the composition of it to show the mushroom design.
Yeah, really like those. Well done, everyone. After you've done this full exploration of techniques and you've taken that personal journey through, you would then turn that into a finished outcome. So we'll end up with a full fashion garment at the end of it. So I'll teach you some pattern cutting skills to be able to then go on to courses, for example, like fashion design, fashion marketing, textiles design, fashion marketing and branding, which you're going to see a bit later on. Thank you. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope it encourages you to apply to HNC for A-level textile design.